I happen to be up in the Phoenix area today. I had to come up here um, to drop off my wife at the airport, and she's going to go see the grandkids. And I wanted to take advantage of the fact that I'm already up here in the city, so why not spend the rest of the day since I had to take the day off from work, checking out some of the stores. So right now I'm going to be coming into Aquaholic Aquariums. It's a store that's in North Phoenix. I've already talked to one of the co-owners, which is Amanda, and she said it was fine for me to come in here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys in here with me, and we can check it out together. And we'll take a look inside. Just a little bit of background on the store. The store opened about just over a year and a couple of months in March of last year. Um, Originally, they are a service company. That's how originally they started. They were doing aquarium services, but because of the success they were having and the growth they were having, they had to find a place to move their business because they were doing it out of their home. Uh, Now that they were able to find a location, they said, since we have the extra real estate, why not take advantage and set up an aquarium store? So that's kind of what they've done. But Amanda was just telling me right now that before the end of this year, they're going to be expanding. And let me go ahead and turn the camera around so that I can show you what it is that I'm talking about. Let me turn it around. Okay. So the store is up in this location right here. Oops, I'm in the way of somebody. And they're going to be expanding right next door to this facility right here. And I guess they're hoping to be able, they were shooting for Black Friday, but when it comes to construction and stuff like that, it's hard to, sometimes you can plan all you want and things will happen. So just to kind of give you guys a quick down and dirty, what they're doing is they're going to be knocking out a wall so that they can connect both stores. No, you're fine. They're going to be connecting both stores next to each other, and I guess this is going to become their hardscape stuff for both saltwater and freshwater. So here we're going to go ahead and come into the stores. Here are the store hours. Most days are open 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So let's take a look inside. All right, immediately as you come in here, you can see that they're definitely a saltwater store. Let me show you a little bit of what you got going in here. I don't have the blue lens or the orange lens, whatever it is to take out of this, but one of the things that I thought was kind of cool and showed their sense of humor is that skull that they put this coral mohawk on it. I thought that was kind of neat. It looks like they have some chromuses in here. I don't know anything about corals, so I'm not going to even try to name off what they have in here. Those of you guys that are salt heads will definitely recognize that. And then immediately they have a little section with some of the basic medications and products you're going to need for your water quality. You can see they have some corals for hardscape. They have the little cart. Right in here is your little register. This is where they have the little betta displays, the typical bettas that we normally are all familiar with. In here they have another little saltwater. Let me go ahead and, I got people coming in the store. I don't want to record anything. But anyways, this right here is kind of cool. For those of you that are aquascapers, this little tray here allows you to play around with the hardscape and be able to try to figure out what's gonna look good in your aquarium. So it's a nice way to kind of get an idea of what your scape is going to look like when you take it home. And obviously you could probably just kind of section it off to the size of the aquarium that you have. Here they have more saltwater products. They've got some hardware for your aquariums, for your returns and stuff like that. They have some flutes. Obviously you got to have salt. In here you have the whole line of sea camp products. It looks like Brightwell as well. So, your basic stuff that you're going to be able to find. Over here they have a little bit of their filtration. Here's a little, let me go back now that there's nobody at the door. Look at this one here. This is really neat. You got some of the corals in here. See, this is, I hate looking at this because this really makes me want to get a saltwater tank, and that would probably be about the size that I would get. They are Red Sea providers, but the problem is this is a slippery slope. You start out with going with a Fowler tank, and then before you know it, you're spending all this money on trying to get the corals in there. That's the only reason why I stay away from saltwater, because I know myself. I don't have impulse control. Here's another one. This is another display tank that they have. We got a little clownfish in here. This is, you see, would be exactly the evolution of me. I would start off with a Fowler tank, and then I would think, oh, why don't I just put a couple of soft corals in there? And then before you know it, you end up with something like that, and taking out a second mortgage on your home. But that's why I stay away from that. Sorry if I'm spinning you guys. In here, they have a little bit of little merch shop. They have their frozen food section. Since it is a saltwater store, they'll sell you saltwater that's already prepared, so you don't have to try to figure that out. You know, a little bit of this is. It seems like for me, this is like the filtration section with a little bit of food on this side. But then we start coming around. You see the filter socks. You got hang on the back filters. You got media for those filters. You know, it's really cool because if you're in a pinch and you need to grab something real quick, you know, they have the very basic stuff that you're going to need. Some canister filters, obviously some substrate. They got some more substrate. They got plants. Well, they have the artificial plants and they have some real plants too. Just, you know, it's not a humongous store, but they have everything you could be, you know, anything that you might need to get you started up, you can find here. They have some aquascaping tools for those of you that like to aquascape. They have the little betta section for when you're setting up your betta tanks. Let's see, they have, oh, okay. If you're into fragging corals and stuff like that, or you want to place them in your aquarium, they have the little plugs that and the discs that you glue them onto. Now, I'm not too familiar with that side of it, but I recognize what that is. Obviously, this is all their hardscape stuff. On this side, a little bit more of, you know, a couple of water pumps, some sumps. You can't go wrong with the sponge filters. So those are very important to have. You have those here, and then you have your maintenance products for your upkeep. You know, your glass scrapers, your siphon tools, and all your scrubbers. Okay, so that is as you come into the store. That's immediately what you're going to find, and then we get to walk into the cool section, which is where the fish are at. And so let me go ahead and we'll start. It looks like the store is set up with saltwater on this side and freshwater on this side. Now, remember that they originally started, or they still are, a service company. So, you know, their idea was to be able to start up their business from here, but since they hadn't rented a location, they wanted to take advantage of the fact that they had the extra square footage and start selling some livestock. Now, as a business that does services, I think this is genius because now if your customers are in need of fish, you don't have to outsource it. You can come directly to your own, you can call this your own stock, and be able to supply your own customers with product that you're currently carrying. So since you've already had it, you know that you've done what you need to do to make sure those fish are healthy, and you're going to have happy customers. So we'll do a quick run through. It's not that big, so we'll do a quick run through the saltwater side. Again, I'm not a salt head, so I don't recognize a lot of these species, but we'll see what we can do. I know that's a mandarin goby, and these other ones appear to be some other gobies too. Up here, wow, this guy is stunning. Let me see if I can capture him. He's so fast. Wow. Okay, I'm starting to make him nervous. I don't want to stress him out. But look at the colors. I do have to give props to the saltwater guys because you guys have some awesome looking fish. And these are not as common in my experience when I've gone to some of the stores. I've seen a couple of triggers, but that guy back there, first time I've seen him. This looks like an angelfish for freshwater, but I guess it's a tang. And then they have these little guys in here. These are cool. Let's see. Oh, we gotta going back to the goby tank. That guy just popped out of nowhere. All right, so we have those in there. Let's see. This is some sort of a tang, I think. Sorry for the glare. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a. No, that's not. That's making it worse. They got that guy in there. They got those two in there. This guy, big eye dude. He's cool. His eye's almost as big as his head. Oh, that is his name. Makes perfect sense. All right. I don't know what kind of fish these guys are. Let me see if I can. Some sort of a goby. No, that's the goby down here. Oh, those are blemmies, I guess. I don't know. I'm probably butchering the names of these guys. But they're really, really neat. I love the coloration of all these saltwater fish. You see, this is what I always say. I'm going to start with a fowler tank, which is fish only live with live rock. But being a plant head, oh yes, they do have this. This is what I've been talking about. I said if I ever do a saltwater tank, I would use my mollies to make it into a saltwater tank and use macroalgae to make it look like a planet tank. Well, here you go. They've got the mollies in saltwater, full salt. Look at this guy down there. I'm stressing him out. I don't want to feel. Here's another guy down here. Looks like he's got little whiskers or something. No, it's just the coloration of his mouth. Really nice fish. Yeah, these guys feel a little bit intimidated because of the camera being in. Some of these guys don't really care, like this guy right here. Look at the coloration on that. I wish I knew more of the names. I see them written up there, but I probably wouldn't be calling them by the right name. Here's another. Those I do recognize because, you know, the blemmy like that. Well, the blemmies in the gobies are kind of, the body shape is kind of easy to foul. To be able to identify them. I know that yellow one I think is a fox face. I've been learning a little bit. I don't want to learn too much because then once you learn, you start getting, you really start wanting them. So I'm trying to avoid that. Here's another one. This is a sailfin. No, that's not a sailfin. This is a banana walrus. And oh, look at this guy. He's cool. I don't know what that is, but all right. Oh, these are the chromuses. I do recognize these. And those I think were like the ones in the first tank that as soon as we walk in. But these guys are kind of cool too. I like all these blemmies and gobies are kind of like. I've always, you know how you make these sandcastle dreams and stuff. I said if I get a saltwater tank, it'll be the shrimp, which I thought I saw in here, and some gobies. But I don't even know if they can go together. But so this is pretty much almost the end of the one side of the store where they have the salt water. Let's see. That one I think says is a blue jaw trigger. I don't know. Look at these guys. But I have to admit, the coloration is by far none. And then here they have the little coral setup. I've always liked these aquarium setups like this because I always envision doing a Tanganyika species aquarium, and this is bigger than a 50-gallon lowboy. I don't know what it is, but I look at this and that's exactly what I envision every time I see these coral aquariums. I don't know if the corals are going to come up too much because, oh wait, maybe they do, maybe they will. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh no. I thought it was going to filter out the light, but Maybe I'm not using it correctly. But here's a glimpse of all the corals that are in here. I would not be able to name off any of these guys for you. They have two sections. They have this one, and then they have this one, I guess, where they fragged some of the stuff and it's growing out. Man, I just wish I knew more about saltwater so I can be more informative, but there you go. That's that side, and then this is the other section of the saltwater fish. These guys right here. I find these guys so fascinating. I love these guys. And I've always said, if I did it, I would have to, I would set it up with these and some blemmies or some gobies, but I don't know if the gobies or the blemmies can cohabitate with these saltwater shrimp. These guys are awesome too. These, who's it, Sulawesi, I think, the ones that are the freshwater ones, that's what these guys remind me of. In here, let's see, I don't see anything in here. These guys are hiding out in the rocks. There's a couple of urchin, and then some stars, some snails. Oh, is that a fish or what is that in the tube? Let's see. I don't know what that is. Supposedly there's a pistol shrimp in here. I don't see him. Okay, you got your clownfish. You gotta have the clownfish. Oops. A little bit of coral. Oh, this guy is cool. See, that's the problem. You start messing around with this, you start discovering my wife loves these fish. So I was telling Amanda that if I ever wanted to get an indoor aquarium, I'd probably have to be a saltwater, because I know my wife would definitely allow me to put that indoor. And then in here we start transitioning over to some of the freshwater. In here it appears they have some shrimp species in here with some plants. Let's see, it's just little, I don't know what you want. They kind of look like almost 2.5 gallon sections. It's an entire section that's been sectioned off. So they've got their see, this is real smart, because if you have plants that have a little bit of an algae issue, why not put them with the shrimp that'll help you clean them up? So love how they're doing that. This is their planet section. They have some swords in here. They have some ferns, some banana plants. That is the reddest hornwort I've ever seen. Never seen it that color. They must have been growing it out either out in the sun or something, because the coloration on that is just makes me. I didn't recognize it as being hornwort at first. And then you have some more of your basic plants like Anacris, very good plant for a beginner. They have some onion plants. These are crinum. No, what is it called? Yeah, I think they're called crinums. Those are pretty cool. They have some more ferns in here, some stem plants, Luigia, you know, the basic stuff for an aquarium, which is cool, because as a beginner, this is the plants that you're going to be resorting to, because you don't need a whole bunch of highlight and CO2 to be able to run all of these. Some anubias. In here we have some more of the shrimp. So this is kind of the section that they're in. So just to overview, the filtration system is there. This is the return. So that's your setup for that. And then in here, all right, hey Amanda. No, you're good. That's Amanda. And in here you have your African cichlids, some peacocks and bunas. Let's look at some of these guys. These guys are not for sale, so I guess it's a display tank. Oh, the female peacocks are not for sale. There you go. That's a big red-tailed shark. All right, so we have some more African cichlids in here. These are kind of growing out still. Some of them are starting to get their coloration. is starting to come in. You can see some little. Oh, are you serious? Are those shell dwellers? No. What are those in there? African peacock, OB cichlids. Huh. They almost look like shellies, but I don't know if they're shellies because they're so blue. No, you know what? They're these guys. But when they're that tiny, they almost look like little shellies. Whoa, that's crazy. Now in here we go to more of Central and South America. You have your angelfish. You know, just your basic koi fish. Koi angelfish. In here we have some predator, I guess predator haps. Some eye biters. And some bala sharks. And I think that's a firemouth in here. And we go around, and this is almost the last section of the store, the other wall. And in here we have some more cichlids, some those silver dollars, or those, yeah, those are silver dollars back in there. Pretty big guys too. They're kind of hiding out in there. These guys look like some gouramis and some Daniels. No, those are actually rainbow fish. What am I talking about, Daniels? Those are actually rainbow fish. I thought they were giant Daniels, but oh well, you know what? There's giant Daniels, and those are the rainbow fish right in there. Little biker, whatever you guys want to call them. Bashir. I call them Bashirs because I've seen a Mexican actor with the last name Bashir, and that's the way he pronounces it. So and it's spelled exactly the same way. So these are some guppies. Let's see. I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Is there any questions? And Lero, hi Lero, how you doing? Lucy, thank you for being here. Red Laser, thank you so much. C. Chavez Junior 7, thank you for being here. Brandon, thank you so much. Red Laser, thanks for being here. Fish Fam Link, hey Linky, thanks for being here. Sal, what's up Sal? Thanks for being here. Yeah, saltwater coral, you crazy? I'll go broke. Jimmy, thank you Jimmy, thank you for being here. Craig, thank you so much. And Cisco, how you doing Cisco? Shagan Das, how you doing? Phoenix Fish, I recognize that thumbnail. Yeah, I'm in Phoenix today, and this is hopefully one of the 3 or 4 stops I'm doing today. So throughout the day, I'll be having these random live streams. So we'll see how many I can hit up in the duration, in the span of the day that I'm up here. All right, in here we have some tiger barbs. It looks like it's like a barbs, and what are these guys? They look like Daniels. Oh, they're pearl Daniels. I hadn't seen these in person. But these are great. If you want to have a lot of activity in your fish tank, these guys are just like zebra Daniels, where they're just always going back and forth, back and forth. What's this long one with the golden? That gold and black. It's not a black neon. That has got to be. Is that a Rasbora Brilliant? I don't know. You guys let me know. But those pearl Daniels, I think I'm liking those pearl Daniels. Oh, in here the Ember Tetras. Big fan of the Ember. Well, as you guys know, I like all the smaller fish. He has some neon Tetras in there. These guys actually look very good. I don't see any spotting on them, like fungus spots or anything like that, which is really hard nowadays to get healthy neons. They get so, they just get so mistreated. But it's nice to see some very healthy, very, very lively color. Look at the color. At least what's coming up on the screen seems like it's really popping on these guys. And then you have some Colombian. These are the Colombian tetras. Blue red tetras, blue red fin tetras, something like that's what they're called. And those, I believe, are some X-ray tetras. Those I'm not too familiar with. And then in here, we have some longfin rosy barbs. Let's see if I can get a close-up of these guys. These guys are kind of cool too. Very active. Oh, that's a rainbow fish. What rainbow fish is that? Is that it? No, that's not a turquoise, is it? Wow. That flame on top of them, that yellow flame. I've never seen that before. That is first time I've seen anything like that. Wow, if that's really a turquoise, that is so neat. And then the Buenos Aires tetras are in here too. Black skirt tetras, just your basic, the glow tetras. Some Serpa tetras, which I really like those Serpa, or red menorah. I think the difference is the tips, whether they have white on the tips or not. But the body shape, well, yeah, I think that's really the only difference between one and the other. In here, those what are they called? These guys right here, they look like almost they're the same ones that are in here, which I said they were the the pearl Daniels. They put them in with these glowfish, and they almost look like they were artificially enhanced based on the iridescence that you get from these fish, which is kind of cool. I don't know if it's coming up real clear. Oh, these guys are nice. What is that? Let me see. That's got to be... It's not a peppercorey. Is that a turquoise, Daniel? That is neat. I hadn't seen that before. It almost looks like a leopard, Daniel, but it's a little bit bigger body. I'm probably making you dizzy trying to catch it. But that is nice. That is nice. I was looking at these. Aquafunk and I were talking about these fish the other day. These are the emperor tetras, purple emperor tetras, and these are not as colored. Oh, they got the little pea puffers too. Look at him. He's going after them. Where is he? The little pea puffer is behind the letters right there. But these, I definitely like these emperor tetras. There he is. Look at that guy. He's being a little tank bully, running everybody off. And here's his little partner down in here. Oh, can't see him. So they have obviously some pea puffers in there, some emperor tetras. In here they have some more Daniels. It looks like a killifish. Yeah, it's a golden wonder killifish. They have a few of those. The focus is horrible. In here, some Priscilla tetras, some zebra Daniels. Looks like a little golden honey gourami in the back. What are these see-through guys? What are those? I don't know what those are. I don't think I can recognize them on the name. But they're kind of... Are those the red... No, they're not red fins. I think they're a tetra. I just don't know what kind. Look like a spotted Raphael catfish hiding out in there. There he is. Wow. Chilling. And over here we have some mollies. It looks like. What's this guy? Oh, I think that's a Siamese algae eater. The real Siamese algae eater, not the flying fox. And the last one, they have some pink gouramis, pink kissing gouramis, and some red wag platies. But yeah, and of course they have some aquariums that they're selling and stuff like that. So well, hopefully you like to tour the store. Again, this is a aquarium. I always want to say anonymous, but it's aquarium. No, let me get this right. It's Aquaholic Aquariums, and they're located over here in North Phoenix. And if you happen to be in the area, make sure you guys swing by and check them out. They got some really, really neat stuff. All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. See you. Thank you for being here. And like I said, throughout the day, and I apologize if I'm stepping on anybody's live stream, but it's not every day I get to come up to Phoenix, so I'm going to make the most of it. And you know, just you can't miss these opportunities. So I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Talk to you guys later. Thank you for being here.